reading. We are actually on December 12th for our reading, for our motivational reading, and we are on day 8 of our Fear Not 365 days. And so, if you want to know what 2 books we've been reading, or you just stumbled upon us and kind of don't know what we're doing, and you want to know what we're doing, let me give you a quick feed. Let me give you a little quick information, and I'll just have my moderators maybe pin it so that you can see what we're doing. Okay. Okay. So now that we've gotten that kind of on the move, let's get into it. Okay. So the books we'll be reading from is David Komalafi, I think is how you say his last name. Okay. And this is the Fear Not book. And then we always follow it up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for tapping the like button. Thank you for your energy. And then we'll be reading from Melody Beadle. Now, this book helps with relationships and issues of codependency, or if you feel like you have some toxicity in your relationships, this is going to help you with that. So this is going to help you with issues that you may be living in and have been living in a long time, and you don't know you're living in them. Okay. It's the Sound Okay on Instagram. And then wait, let's see. So, okay, I think the sound's working, okay? Yeah? Okay, perfect. And then our second one is this one. And I think you can still get this one on Amazon, okay? So we got both. We ready to go? All right. So today we're reading day 8. So if you're new here, just hit the follow button and you'll be able to see all these readings either on my YouTube, my Instagram, or my Facebook. I do go back and post them 3 days at a time. So be patient with me and I'll get those uploaded for you. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for sharing the live. And if you have any questions about on the TikTok shop about what I do, what products I offer, right now I'm offering $10 off and free shipping when you purchase one of my meal plans or my journal. The information that I share in the motivational part of this live is from my actual journal. It's a self-care planner and a weight loss tracker. So it helps you kind of create a different, good morning, Cynthia. Good afternoon. It helps high karaoke. It's going to help you create a different lifestyle. A lot of people look at weight loss as just getting to a number, but as we talked about yesterday, it's about creating a whole different atmosphere around being healthy and well, right? Because we don't want to just get there. We don't want to just stop. Yeah, are the books in your bio on the platforms? Yeah, they're in my bio. You can, click the link in my bio. They're all available in any of my shops. You can go to my coaching website at What If I Rise, or you can go to the boutique at iriseboutique.com. Yes. Are the books in your bio on the platforms? Yes, ma'am, they are. You're correct. Lulu Lacomoda, I think. Welcome in, Alexandra and DeConte, I think. DeConte. Welcome in, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's get going. All right, here we go. Day 8 says, "It is written, now therefore fear ye not. I will nourish you and your little ones." And he comforted them and spake kindly into them. Principle: a measuring word restores confidence and dispels fear. A reassuring word restores confidence and dispels fear. Prayer: thanks be to God for his comforting presence all over me in Jesus' name. Thank you for your supernatural provision for all my needs in Jesus' name. I know a lot of things I haven't done in my life. Every time I read one of these, I suddenly begin to remember how I've lived in fear for a long time in my life. And so a lot of things that I started, I couldn't finish because I was living in fear. And a lot of people were able to do things to me and I didn't say anything because I was fearful. And so what I began to notice is that some of the reasons why I couldn't advance in my life, including grow my business to the level that I wanted it to be at, is because I was living in these unknown states of fear. Tap the like button if you know what I'm talking about. When you have that feeling in your stomach, like you're holding your breath, but you're really not. Did you know that can be the essence and core of a sense of fear? Good morning, Marilyn and Duchess. How are you ladies doing? And Natalie, do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Jay in Paris. Thank you, Rita. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. Thank you. I think you're Jamaican R&R. Thank you for being here. And JB. Okay. Our next one says, okay, thank you for your supernatural provision for all my needs in Jesus' name. I just wanted to reread that. Okay. Now, that was our 365 days of no fear. Now we're going to get back. We're going to go to Melly Beetle. Now remember this book, because remember when we address our fears, look at the method. I'm a train. I'm trained in this stuff, so I apologize that it feels a lot like a lesson. Okay, but I want you to look at the connection here. I want you to see that the reason why we are reading this book is to help us address the issues that come up in this book. You following me? So the reason why we need book 1 is because it's going to help us be able to see what's going on by reading the entries of book 2. Let me give you an example. Today's topic is protect your energy. Tap the like button if you know you don't be out in these streets always protecting your energy. I just need someone to communicate with me, because remember, we communicate through likes. So what happens is when I see you tapping the like button, it lets me know to do what I do. And if you're not interested, I don't want to waste your time, because I don't want you wasting my time, because then I can just head on over to my clients, because I do have a lot of them. Remember, I said I was in my office. So I want to be able to make sure I'm on topic for you. I don't want to waste your energy. I don't think that's fair that you take your time to be here and then I don't give you what you came here for. You know what I mean? I wish you could all be in the box. Now they are multi-live. So if you want to come in the box, all you got to do is invite yourself. I will let you come sit in the box. I don't have a problem with that. I don't got no issues. It's fine with me. I believe we're all on here. And if you come across my live and then you're supposed to be here. So what's the issue? Right? So I think more of that. We need more of that. You know, I'm not a content creator, because if I was, I suck at it. So don't worry. That's not what this is about. This is literally about me giving you a technique and some things I've been doing for 10 years to lose over 479 pounds and keep it off. And in the process, I've healed from childhood sexual abuse, having a baby by my stepfather, being beat in my first marriage, failing a ton of times in a lot of goals, starting businesses I never finished, losing relationships, letting people hurt my feelings, being touched and molested by multiple people in my family, including my own father. So there's things that I needed to heal from that had nothing to do with food. But I wasn't able to see those things because I was so fixated on if I could just get the weight off, then I would be happier. But what happened was then I lost the weight and I wasn't happier. I started to see these habits that I had with food become present, omnipresent in my relationships. Listen to what I just told you. Get a pen and we're on the train. I began to see the things that I was doing with food, the restricting, the abusive nature, the overeating, the all of that. I began to do it in my relationships. So when I stopped eating, I start cheating on food and I start beginning to behave that way in my relationships. So now I'm thin as the wind, but my relationships are jacked because somewhere along the way, I became emotionally disconnected to maintain this goal because I was focused on getting to there. I wasn't focused on healthiness or wellness. That's why a lot of us say, I can't wait to get there. No, baby, if you're getting healthy, then you should be doing that for the rest of your life. Not just until the scale says a number you like. I want y'all to think about that. Think about that, the deepness of that. It's like a crackhead saying, I'm just going to stay clean and sober until I've been sober for 6 months and then I'm going to go smoke again. Because if the goal was to get healthy, why would you put okay, never mind. I won't. I'm going to read. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to say, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I get too deep. I know. Sometimes I get too hot. I put your hand on the coal. I make you put your hand over the fire on the stove. And I know it's too hot. That's why not many people come and stay. Because it'll make you begin to question how you move in your entire life. I know, because I'm questioning my own life on a daily basis. That's why I got where I was. Not because I woke up this way, but because I've been through some things and I stuck in those things long enough to get strong enough to win. It's not because I jumped in and out of it because it felt good for a moment. It's because I stick into it because I'm disciplined. And what I want to share with you is what discipline really looks like. It doesn't look like what you think it looks like. It looks like the willingness that no matter what time of the day you apply the pressure, you always apply the pressure. You understand? It's a willingness to be able to navigate when needed. It's like the street is cut down, so we're going to go on the back road to get to the front road. Sometimes you can't take the front street. Sometimes you got to take the back road. But many of us want to stick on the front road, but we don't see that the back road is available to us too. It's being willing to be disciplined, regardless if you're tired, regardless if the kids are on your nerves, regardless if that man has pissed you off, regardless if the money is tight, regardless if you don't know how you're going to pay for it, regardless if your feelings are hurting you all alone, you ain't got no family, nobody loves you, regardless of that. When you make sure you matter, you rise above every occasion when there is nothing around you but you. When the house is burning down, you get up. When the house is burning down, you get up. You don't stay down there. Because staying down there is dangerous. Stand down there is dangerous. So I encourage you to be willing to look at the things that may be holding you captive. And for many of us, baby, your size is not the only thing that is trapping you within the cells of your own body and your soul. It's something deeper than that. It's bigger than that. But if you don't have the right tools to access these things that are secretly hidden within us when we struggle, hi Caroline, we don't know how Karen, we don't know how to get them. Hi Jeff, hi Danielle. Thank you, Cynthia. Hello, Faith. Thank you guys. Hi Nancy and Miss Christy. Good. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. If we don't have something challenging us to look deeper beyond the surface, we'll never know what things we need to question. That's why we got to look at fear. Many of us are expressing ourselves in a variation of versions in our relationship and don't realize that none of those versions are truly who we are. So we need help to look at that. See, I wish this was about a whole thing, but it's about a holistic thing. See, holistic, we take it incorrectly. We think it's about finding a bunch of natural herbs to help us poop our life away so we can get our thin line down, or we can drink enough vinegar and eat enough ginger, and now we're drinking rice water, and that's going to be the key. But I've never seen any of those things fix someone's mindset or self-esteem, because it only goes so far. Because the minute the scale fails you, you feel like a failure. The minute the inches don't come off, you feel like a failure. Never mind the fact you may no longer be codependent and controlling. No matter the fact you may longer be angry or aggressive. No matter the fact that all these things are happening for you. No matter the fact that you have gotten better in a multitude of areas, because the scale is not scaling, you become defeated. That's why we develop a coping skill, a system like we talked about yesterday. We develop tools that allow us to rise above life, because life is always, as they say, ing at the end. It's always lifing. And because it's always lifing, you have to always be willing to pick which area you need to be rising in to meet the lifing of life. Many of us aren't really willing to do much of that. We don't even realize that life is whooping us. We think we're winning and we're barely scraping by, because we've gotten so comfortable to just scraping by. We've gotten so comfortable being accepted the lower level of life. We've been so beaten down and hurt and so lost so much that we no longer even feel the necessity to rise above our own circumstances that we create. We just out in the streets trying to get back. Today's reading, Protect Your Energy, December the 12th. Just as we strive to protect and conserve Earth's energy resources, we can strive to protect and conserve our own. Become more aware of the impact of things, people, and activities on you and your energy. What feeds you, charges you? What drains and depletes you? As you grow and become more sensitive to how things feel to you, you naturally grow to dislike and be uncomfortable with whatever drains or negatively impacts your energy. Some difficult draining situations are inevitable, but we can learn to protect ourselves in those situations. Sometimes we need to let go of people, places, and behaviors that don't work for us anymore. That drain, exhaust, and deplete us. Pay attention to the impact of certain people, places, behaviors, and events on your energy. Pay attention to how you feel when you eat certain foods, drink certain beverages, go certain places. Learn to listen to your body, your emotions, your heart. Be prepared to let go of some things and people along the way. Be gentle with yourself while you do. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for those likes. Thank you for those likes. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Good afternoon, Rowley, and I think it's Casidio Mama, Mommy. D, hello, and Danielle, welcome in. Okay, the word for the day. Learn to conserve your energy. It is a precious, valuable resource. And that was December 12th by Melody Beatty. And you can also get this book off Amazon. I don't get anything for you getting these books. I just like to share what I've been doing for the last, as you can see, these books, I've had them for years, for the last 10 years. And I added these about 4 years ago. And I've tried over and over, guys, to get it to where I could be consistent enough to read them all the way through. Because if you notice, they read that every day, right? So you could read them every day. So because you can read them every day, I've started them before, and I'll read like 6 months. I'll start at the end of the year and read the end of the year, but I've never committed to actually reading them for the entire time. So what I wanted to do, the name of the book is which one? Melanie Beadle is an author, a best-selling author of codependency. And here's the book. Hi, Miss Brooks. Hi, Nana and Lisa, Miss Chrissy. You're welcome. No worries. Okay. So my biggest struggle has been that whole part. It's like starting, stopping, starting, stopping, starting, stopping, starting, stopping. And I don't know if anybody else can even relate to that. Some people don't have that issue, but I know that directly then correlated to my weight loss and wellness journey throughout my life. If you can look, the picture behind me here is me. That's actually me at 592 pounds in hospice. I've actually died 9 times, unfortunately, but fortunately, because I'm still here. But I also found myself in hospice. I'm planning my own funeral about 10 years ago in November and December in 2014. So I'm actually grateful to be alive. I don't have any, I guess in my mind, after all that I've been through, I think because of what I've been through and how I've experienced it, it's given me a different concept of how I look at life and how I look at the things that we go through. And I think because I have, lost my complete heartbeat, I don't think I have like this concept. I ain't see no light. Okay. I don't know why people done gave me a bunch of theories, but there were no light for me. The point I'm making is the one thing I've taken away from those experiences is that the life that I'm living, I actually only have one of them, and I have to decide every day what that looks like. And no matter what pain that someone has put me through, it is my choice of how I respond to it when it happens, and how I allow my life to continue to respond to it through it later, years later. Many of us are no longer being abused, molested, abandoned, or neglected, but we walk around acting as if those things are still happening to us. And it's because the triggers to those traumas are real. And so the daily living is exposing your inner being to these sensitive issues. So it's making you feel like they're still happening when in fact they're not really happening. But because the feeling is so real, it feels like people are abandoning you. It feels like people are disrespecting you. It feels like people are watching you and leaving you out. But what's happened is that PTSD is so real and raw, and it's been so suppressed that when you're placed in certain environments, your body, your actual subconscious emotions are triggered. And that's why sometimes you go somewhere and you feel off and you can't figure out why. It's because something in that environment may be triggering you. Okay. And so there's some free psychotherapy. That's what I do for a living. Okay. Anyways, you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tapping in, and I'll see you later. And if you're on my TikTok shop and you're looking for that journal or those meal plans or those products or my book, I have a best-selling book, or any of that stuff, please click that orange cart. And today you can get $10 off any of my items. So if you're in my my regular TikTok, or if you're on Instagram or Facebook, I do have a special in the boutique right now on TikTok where you can get all of my meal plans with $10 off and a free fitness kit. So basically, when you get the meal plan, you're going to get $10 off. When you get any of my programs, you're going to get a discount through TikTok Shop. And plus, you're going to get those free items. Like, for example, if you get the 3-piece duo bundle right now on my website, you can also get the resistance bands for free. So you get the $24 bands completely free. So when you get, let's say, for example, I think the plan is $24. So you actually get these free for that are $24 value. So basically you're getting 2 items for the price of 1. So you're going to get the entire program, plus you're going to get the bands. Okay. And I have used those to build my body physique over the years. I've been using them for 8.5 years, going on 9. And we recently patent, copyrighted, and created our own stitching in some so that we can allow a versatile band that works for a more fuller thigh or fuller ankle that doesn't roll and cut off the circulation and doesn't leave bruising and marks. I live with a condition where when I put tight things on my limbs, it can cause hematomas or clotting. So it was very important that the bands didn't do that. It was very important that when I put them on, they didn't roll and become a tourniquet where it would begin to cut off my circulation, because that was one of the fears that I had when I started my journey, is they would roll, and after my workouts, I would have this bruising for weeks and weeks and weeks from the plastic resistance bands. But because I started this journey non-mobile, paralyzed in a hospice bed, it was important that I had stuff where I could work out from my bed. I could work out from a wheelchair. I could work out from the couch. And so these bands have been specifically kind of focused in on creating movements of the body that are small and basic movements. But because you add the band and the structure of the band is so much resistance, it actually creates this burning effect where you're able to strengthen, build balance, and burn fats and build lean muscle from doing basic movements. But it has something to do with the structure of the band. As I said, we really worked on it for a long time. So these are the viral bands. So if you've been following me a while, you've seen them. They also too are on the TikTok shop, and you can get those as well. So today, as for today, any questions, any feedback? Does anyone have anything they want to share? Any comments they want me to read? Nope. Okay. I don't see any comments. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'll give you a few minutes to type. Tell if you do have any questions, or anyone here on a weight loss journey that may need a few tips. Are you plateaued? I have no problem. I have about 3 minutes before we go out of here. Before the mods kick me out, I have about 3 minutes. My day on Thursday starts early for my team meetings, but for my clients, it starts at 2. So I need to get off so I can go get their documents, get their stuff pulled up, and all that good stuff. So no questions? All right. So thank you guys so much for tapping in. Good afternoon, Lady Wise and Danielle. Please feel free to tune in tomorrow. I will be having more sales on our TikTok shop. So if you're not following me on my backup page, be sure you're following me on my backup page on TikTok, because we're going to be doing a big sale. We just had a brand new item we've never launched, never seen before outside of my own eyes and the creator. We'll be launching some new iRise merch, and we are so excited to come to our loyal clients to share with them the new iRise merch. We also have our raffle. If you remember last year TikTok, we gave away a $500 self-care wellness New Year gift basket. We have it behind me. That box and that basket is starting to build. It's actually that big box there. And that basket is the bunch of the merch that we're going to be sending out to you. Well, one lucky member will win not just an air fryer, a 2-level see-through digital air fryer by Kitchen Essentials, which is an 8.5 quart, not a 6 quart, not a 7 quart. This year, we're giving an 8.5 quart out. Last year, we gave a 7 quart out, I think. We're also going to be giving you the free journal, the 5-week meal plan, the cookbook, the 7-week meal plan, and you have an option to get your 5-week transformation for only $99, which means you can get 5 months of group wellness coaching and daily support for 5 months for the cost of $99. These are all benefits that come with that basket. We are also going to be offering you a $50 iRise boutique gift card in that basket. So please grab your raffle tickets. They're 1 for $7, 3 for $20. It's so worth it. We get it shipped out to you right away. The winner will be announced on the 17th during our Cook with Coach. So next Tuesday during Cook with Coach, you'll be able to see who the winner is. To purchase your tickets, you can actually use the $ app, or you can use the Z app. If you're on my team and you're in one of our groups, all the directions have been posted for you. If you're not and you want to participate, you can message me. I'm a legitimate business. You can go to www.whatifirise.com. You can look at my credentials. You can check out the story about me. You can even Google me. I like people to have comfort when they first get to meet me, or first start following me, so that they can know that it's legit. I've been around for about 10 years. iRise Inc. was LLC and licensed back in 2019 in May. It's like 6 months before COVID happened. And we have been went virtually, completely virtual in 2021. And we've been virtual and partially in person since 2023. And we have over 1,100 clients that we serve consistently and over access to over 14,000 clients that have worked with me in some form. So if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. And if you're old, thank you so much for staying. You guys have a great day. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.